Welcome to Real Estate Genius. We're glad to have you back. I am Terry. This is the show. This is the only show on the entire internet where we make you a genius about the local housing market. That's not even close to true. There are other shows. There are other realtors that do shows. But you found this one. You're watching this one right now. This is the only show that I do on the whole internet that brings you all of the local Indianapolis housing market stats. So, as the car drives by in the background, let's get right to it. Actually, let's not get right to it. First, I want to give you some thoughts. First of all, you've been waitlisted. I understand, right? You got waitlisted on the Taylor Swift thing. And I saw, pretty much everyone has been waitlisted. There are a couple people that I know, and you probably have a couple people in your life that were not waitlisted. And so, I'm going to say, for those of you that are sad and those of you that are depressed, let's have a little pep talk moment, right? I'm going to say you can still go to the show. You've got to just decide you're going to go to the show. Actually, as an aside, I want to say two things about this. First of all, to go to the show now, it's going to be $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, right? I understand that. And there are people among us that are going to be like, oh, I would never spend $3,000 for a concert. Okay, well, good for you. Like, you don't need to judge people. Everyone can choose to do what they want with their money. You're not better than anybody because you would never spend that amount of money on a concert. Just relax, okay? You've made your point. You think you're fantastic. You would never spend that much money. Great. But I bet you would on a jet ski or on a trip to a Colts camp or whatever, or a Disney World or what. The point is, everybody has things they want to spend money on. Don't judge people for what they want to do. All right, that aside, I think I have alienated the judgmental people off of this now. Now, let's say you really wanted to go to the concert and it's going to cost you $2,000 or $3,000, right? Because in resale, that third or second market, wherever you get tickets, right? When you go to SeatGeek or whatever to buy the resale tickets, it's going to cost you a couple grand. Let's say it's going to cost you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. I'm going to say you can still do it. You know why? You have a year. You have a year to make that extra side income. You know what I'm saying? You could sell stuff out of your garage. You could drive for Uber. You could deliver pizzas. You could work part-time. You could find these little online jobs that are where you just type stuff up and send it in to whatever. Data entry. It doesn't matter. The point is, you've got a calendar year to make an extra $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000, and then boom, guess what? You're at the Taylor Swift show. So don't say that you can't go. And don't say that you would if you had the money. You have a year. If you decide you want to spend the money on that, then go for it. Maybe you're going to decide, okay, if I made an extra $5,000, I don't think I would go to the concert. That's fine too. But if you really want to go, and if you said, if I had the money, I would go, find the money, make the money. Right? Ask for every birthday and Christmas present from your entire family to be money towards that. Sell stuff. Get another side gig. Get another job. You have a year to make an extra couple grand. So I just want to say to anybody that wants to go, you can go. Make it happen. And by the way, that applies even if you do want to buy a jet ski instead, or you do want to go on this trip to wherever instead. It's totally up to you. You have time. Figure out how to make it happen. Okay. I'm in a full sweat going into Real Estate Genius now. Whew. Okay, let's dive into the Indianapolis housing market stats. Overall home sales down 19.2% compared to last year. That is what we thought it would be. That is expected this year, that home sales are going to be down 10 to 20%. We're going to see at the end of the year where that number ends up. At the beginning of the year, home sales were down like 30%, 34%. Now, obviously, they're getting a little bit more in line with our expectation for the overall year, down 19.2%. Median sale price, $299,000. That's up 3.5% compared to last year. So for all of you who are saying the housing market is going to crash, the housing market's in the tank, the market is slow, the market is declining, that's not really true. Even though you heard me say we're going to be down 20% on units sold, housing prices are still very strong, and the reason is because buyer demand is still massive, so it's going to keep those housing numbers high. Inventory down 9.6%. Again, we're historically tight on inventory. Big buyer demand, that's why you see the prices going up. Average days on market is 9, so it's not 3 like it was over the last couple of years. It's 9. You got a little bit more time to get in there. And then as we wrap up, let me say this too. We are in August. August is typically back to school time, people reestablishing their routines, everybody kind of for a lot of people put their housing search on hold or their plans to move on hold until they kind of reestablish. So if you're in the market and just not doing much or not seeing much inventory coming in August, you're not seeing a lot of showings on your property, that very well could be just that August lull. We see it every year. So just know that things will probably pick up over the next week or two, okay? If you have any questions about buying, selling, building, or creative ways of funding your Taylor Swift tickets, leave me a comment, send me a message. I'm just here to help. I'm here to make you a real estate genius. I'm here to make you a making side money genius. That's not really what I'm here for, but I'm just saying you can do it. You can do it. Decide you want to do it and go do it. All right. Hugs and kisses. I love you all. See ya.